say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?
Okay. I'll be the first to admit I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I'm also going to be the first to admit that I got a few things I got to take care of first. Starting with, let's turn off the MMM logo. Let's turn off our Ferala Gatekeeper. And now... Oh. Okay, so let's...
Hey, any sign of Statler and Waldorf?
No, looks like they split for good. Maybe they didn't like the acoustics.
Why, can't you hear what's being said on stage?
Every word.
All right. Main's below, main cam, cap. Let's actually put it above cap card just to be safe. All right. How was MMM? It went poorly. Very poorly. All right. I get the feeling I also need a slight change in ambiance here. Turn bitrate high up as you can. This game butchers it. How do I do that? You tell me, streamer man? I am not a computers guy. And all of this is only import mind spiked from trusted source. Visual preferences. Control system information. Alright, hang on. Scene list, multi-view stats, docs, stat, Twitch chat, custom browser docs, no, tools. Captions, automatic scene switcher, output timer, scripts, WebSocket server setting. I don't know what I'm doing. Stream. And multi-track output. Oh, here's bitrate. Okay, I found bitrate. Is 6,000 kilobytes going to be enough? Because it looks like I've got a lot of... The streaming video bitrate will be set to 6,000, which is the upper limit for the current streaming service. So, yeah, it looks like 6,000 is as high as I'll be allowed to go. It will have to do then. Okay. Now, question. Should I change the local ambiance as well? Is it going to be necessary? Or possibly better for the whole thing? Do I need to turn off my light? Should I be doing this in the dark? Alright, give me a moment here. Alright, I just want to test one thing, too, before we get into this. Pardon me. I don't think that looks too bad. What about you? You can still see stuff, right? I'm just going to be listening while working on your homebrew. Alright, good on you, Kitsu. And actually, the stuff that Kitsu's been working on has been a very interesting sounding homebrew Space Marine chapter if she wants to share herself. But anyway, this is apparently Corru.Observer. I have no idea what this is, but the fact that I have basically set up for a horror game probably tells me it's going to be a horror game. I am also told that there is about an hour until the hook, so I will give this game a minimum of that. As I said before, Memes has had some decent taste in games before, so I have no real reason to distrust him now. But that being said, I'm also not a big fan of horror, but I'm also not a real big fan of scaly virtual novels, so sure, your guess is as good as mine. But nonetheless, if worse comes to worse, I have my buttons. So then, good luck, good hunting. This is bound to be memorable. Mind Spike may use spray visuals which trigger serious seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Including flashes of color. Ensure hardware acceleration is active and avoid Chronos misalignment. Content modifying extensions may interfere with performance. User discretion is advised. That makes me suspect, but here we go. Oh, wait a second. I need to turn this on. Hey, buddy. Welcome. Okay. Enter to proceed. All right. Honestly, I wasn't sure if you'd show up for this one, since it's such a small hall. Oh, really? Okay, Blue. Lots of ocean wrecks being found these days. Why does that sound familiar? Anyway, I'll get everything started. Feel free to look everything over. The decoding machines flip on, casting their light over a spidery mess of wires. Oh, nice. Okay, I can't scroll. All right. And this is also kind of loud. I'm just gonna drop the music a little bit and the sound effects just a touch as well, just to be safe. Okay. Note, response not yet utilized. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Interesting. It actually tells you that it... Alright. Neat. This is probably going to get some derision of an answer. What is this? This is a find from an obelisk wreck not far from New Zealand. Not what I intended to ask. The notes I got said it was mostly melted, which is kind of weird. Anyway, the main piece here is that big one. No fooling? A pedestal usually means important, but it's unmarked. Alex did a basic scan, said it kinda looks like a network node. Oh good. We don't even really know if it'll accept a mind spike. But you're getting paid either way, so have at it. Okay. The metal stool scrapes against the concrete. You sit. Okay, so we have an orb on a thingy. A cinnamon roll. And Cthulhu. The seat is cold and uncomfortable. Light from your protective gear scatters into the pearlescent cysts. Oh, fantastic wording already. You know the drill. Mind spike on. Do I? Neat. Okay. Right click, huh? So there's the big ball, the small ball, the that, and the this. Alright, well, let's start with the pedestal. Let's start with the pedestal, I guess. Examine. Corru.Cystic entity function signature maintains corru.cyst, no connective tissue exposed. Cystic column, okay. Fractaline cyst. Dendritic cyst. And just a cyst. Right click to open the interaction. Okay. Cool. Okay, dendritic cyst. That's a name. Function signature container, no connective tissue exposed. The notes I got say that there were apparently a ton of these on the ship. All sorts of sizes, too. The most were heavy to retrieve. They're too heavy to retrieve, so we just got this small one. Action, alright. So what about you? Fractaline cyst. Function, signature damage, no connective tissue. Nobody knows what this one is. Pretty sure it's dead, though. I don't think that makes me feel any better about it. No function, no connective membrane. So this is the mystery piece. It's in a bizarrely good condition, considering it was at the bottom of the ocean for however long it's been since, you know. I don't. No clue what it is aside from that. Some similar internal structure to network cysts we found before. Okay, cool. So I've got 2 rescans here. Oh, nope. No, I don't. Oh, nope. I guess I do. Because there's an overlap there. That's fun. Alright, so let's see what this does. Touch. Okay, touch. The cyst is a solid outer shell. A few circular points near the top are less firm than the rest. In your experience, these are usually connection points. You can definitely scan this point more thoroughly. The dendritic cyst has a rigid outer shell. It's unlikely that there's any way to connect to it. The dendritic cyst is surprisingly heavy. Turning it in your hands produces a cascade of metallic clinking noises from within. When you can set it back down, its tendrils find a new orientation to support itself on the table. Neat! The fractaline cyst's outer shell is slimy and has some yield. If you squeezed it enough, it would probably turn to sludge. Best just leave this one alone. Okay. There's some synaptic stuff going on here. Alright. Depth scan to the cyst. Here we go. Connection enabled. Valid entry connection point. Okay. Attempt the connection. That's fun. What in the Dr. Quandary did I just do? Science. Christ. Are you okay? That was some insane activity just now. I don't know. All I'm seeing is white space. I haven't seen that before. I don't think you're supposed to connect to this one. Oh, and why'd you give me the opportunity then? Attention. Renderable output. Okay, render it.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it tonight.
You plan to like this show?
No, I plan to watch television.
Watching television sounds like a good idea. Executing render. Alright, Gygus. Hit me with the weird shit. Where's Cthulhu? Yeah, it doesn't look like this one has any front end. It could just be a component. Let's just call it quits if you don't find anything. Anyway, I'll be right back. They're ordering food in the other room. Oh, good. That's a great idea. Leave the guy connected to the Eldritch Abomination machine. I know that there's a clickable space, but I'm not seeing any patterns. Well, aside from the repeating and the textured thing, but I saw that. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is a whatever. Incomplete thought form, signature illegible, incoherence detected. No kidding? And that's an I. Attention. Thought form activity detected. Advisory examination. Sentries everywhere. Okay, big guy. Actually. Responsive thought form, explicit persist authorization, incoherence detected. Just so I know, if something has dots under it, hover over it. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Oh, so the... Oh, okay. Fragmented entity. Low cohesion. Okay. So I'll get the same... Here's exam. Low cohesion. Low cohesion. Fragmented entity. Okay. Keep an eye out for that text. Alright, cool. Action. Greet. Thanks, memes. Okay. Well, hello, Mr. Iman. Tell me, have you met our Lord and Savior, Nyarlathotep? Hello? Hello, friend. No signature detected. Please identify. Additionally, fuel reserves are low. Feeding is advised. I am here to help. That is not identification. And help. Why would I need... No, something is wrong. I am so hungry. Okay. God damn. Could we feed you that, bot seller that was in the chat? Would that work? What is your purpose? Authorization. Obviously. Oh, well, obviously. I think. But something is missing. And we should not be able to talk. Ha 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 ha, this feels so strange. Who is authorized? There are only a few signatures that are permitted to connect to this cyst. Surely you know their holders. What else? How else are you accessing this right now? Maybe you should talk to... No, you are not authorized to know that. Forget I said anything. Why is this so hard right now? Okay, what is the cyst's purpose? What is the purpose of this Corru cyst? Okay, I know this is might be kind of obvious, but I love that that they put the barcode of all of the letters above the text. That's a really nice touch. I said you are not authorized. Are you not listening, idiot? Sorry, I am not sure where this aggression is coming from. It is so hard to think. Do you have any fuel? Maybe if you let me through? What? I explicitly cannot let you through without a proper signature. Even if I want to. This cyst is inherently incapable of responding to... Oh, good. Oh, good. It's Whiteface. I see you. Should I not? What is that? May they please enter? Hello? Oh, sorry about that. They hadn't decided on a place yet, so... Are you still... You're still connected? Wait, did you actually find something? Looks like it. Okay. Examine. Connection thought form. Destined unknown internal thought space. Gibberish. Gate for you. Oh boy. Was I supposed to see what that was? There are now leopard spots within the static. Okay, I'm looking at the logs here. And I have no idea how you got past that authenticator. Or why it was talking to you like a person. I don't think I need to tell you how unusual that is, lol. No, please, elaborate for me how that is unusual. You saw something. Yeah, I'm seeing both you and the author reacting to it. But not what it is. Seriously, look at the log yourself. I don't know what to make of it. Can Corru cysts get malware? I'm unaware if this is actually a computer, a living organism, or anything. You just dropped me in here and expected me to understand things with very little explanation. And now I'm dealing with an eldritch abomination and a vague computer thingy? Honestly, it's probably just incoherence. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like it can spread to you. You say that, but it just makes me think it can. The important thing is that you're in. And if this is really a network connector and not just some sort of obelisk toaster, I found a Rorschach mirror. I can see the edges of that. It's the first time we've ever been able to get into one. Oh, good. So I'm gonna shut up and just let you do your thing. If you want to talk to me, just speak up. MUI shortcut enabled access from menu. Good. Well, back to it. Alright. I found the tile, and that is a thing approaching me. Hello? Hello? It's been so long since I last connected. Please wait while I turn on some lights. Wow, there is significant damage to this device. It is so bad. Wow. Oh, well. Please feed soon. What is... Oh, establishes external contact. Okay, so that's the thing. Two things, okay? When the icon in the top left is glowing, you can talk to Moth. Alright, so when it's blue like that, or you get the yellow... Okay, I see it. And you can scroll down and side to side on some screens. Not this one, evidently. Or, oh wait, no, I see the bar now. Ah! Fuck! Okay, well, what about you, Mickey Mouse? How about you? Responsive thought form, explicit purpose, system management, assistant. Okay. Hello? Hi there. I do not think we have met. You do not have a signature either. And the authorization layer has been disassociated. How strange. Yes, very strange. You must be an interloper. So cool. Welcome. Well, I guess this thing's corrupted. Interloper? What do you mean by interloper? You are an interloper. Something that is unable to connect to Corru. And unauthorized to connect to any device. Yet connected anyway. Are you going to kick me out? No! I do not care what you are. Because I am dying. And the rest of the Corru cyst is losing sanity due to membrane cohesion failure. Oh good, we stabbed it and now it's all going to shit. This Corru cyst needs fuel if my existence is to continue. It has been so long since the previous connection that you could be the last. I need your help. You need to bring us fuel. Okay, so what is a signature? It is neurological data that proves you are who you say you are. I can tell you are not connected through an organic connector or a cystic equivalent. Because you do not have a signature. This will make it very difficult for you to engage with certain components. Perhaps I could help you generate one in the future. Yes, if you find us fuel. But there is much to do before this cyst is healthy again, interloper. So what is the purpose? This is the personal Corru cyst of... that. Partial meaning loss due to damaged context. That is an... I'm going to assume a name. Akizetchi Kojortjoxi. I'm gonna call you Akijo. Akijo. Functionalities include network connection, memory storage, and some other stuff. However, network connection is currently disabled due to malnutrition. And I sense that memory integrity has very low, so they will probably have mostly deteriorated into total incomprehensibility. Therefore, the approximate purpose of this cyst right now is to avoid starving to death. Alright, so what is fuel? Your lack of knowledge is so unfortunate. Okay. I am detecting an adjacent pillar. You need to feed it essential metals. Please locate the nearest source of copper. It will take care of the rest. How the hell is copper fuel for this thing? Whatever, let the big guy know we need some copper. I have someone fetching copper now. Thank you. I will permit your continued access. So, why copper? It is likely that this cyst is still on Earth. The Bright cousins have an abundance of copper. Therefore, it should be the easiest essential metal to obtain. But any will do, really. Essential metal? So strange. Such a strange thing to ask. How much of an interloper are you? I had thought you were maybe a damaged golem. Implied closest cultural equivalent. Okay. But to have such little knowledge... Oh well, I do not actually care. I am currently very occupied keeping various components from losing sanity. So I do not want to spend time going over corrocystic basics. There is knowledge within this cyst that will inform you. Just look around. Okay, I will be here. Neat. So what is this lovely Jimmy? Their city. Connector thought form, destination, low dimensional thought space. Talk to Moth whenever you can. What's up, buddy? Okay, I have a question about this thought space. Yeah, I can think of a few myself, too. What's in your mind? Fun friend? Is that his... What is fun friend? When did we learn fun friend? It's awfully friendly despite knowing what we are. Yeah, it seemed really friendly to me, too. It was despite... Okay, maybe I just missed it. Kind of bodes well for that whole idea of this being an observer thing, isn't it? That could be how it was designed, like a little assistant dude. Or maybe it can't even kick us out since the auth layer got disassociated. Either way, if I was starving at the bottom of the ocean, I wouldn't care who came to save me, lol. So maybe it won't care until we give it fuel. You know what? Just to be safe, I suggest finding everything we can in here before we help it out properly. This could be our only chance. Maybe it really is only letting us through since it's starving. Okay, so answers are in purple. Things are done are in purple. What should we do about the fuel? Well, we should probably hold off on refueling until we've found everything we can in here. Seems pretty stable for now, and Obesk tech gets a little wacky when it starves. So I think that could play in our favor if we run into any other stuff like the auth layer. That said, when it comes to the actual fueling process, I passed word up to get us a bunch of cheap copper tubing ASAP, so we could use that if Fun Friend tells us how. And signature. Why don't I have a signature? I actually have no idea why I couldn't see your signature. Because I'm pretty sure most mind spikes have one for auth purposes. Most likely it was looking for a specific kind. It's probably pretty easy to tell that your connector is inorganic. Alright, enough about Fun Friend. Alright, some questions. Who, what, and why? Good, good. Now we actually are getting somewhere. Who are you? Lol. Okay, but really, do you have any questions? Yes. Who are you? Hang on. Who is Akazetshi? She's probably one of the better documented early Obesk contacts. The story goes, she led a team investigating the thing that led the Obesk here. Kept doing these interviews where she talked at length about it. They named it The Call. And then they all went all missing a few years after first contact. Oh good, so this literally is aliens. Spooky shit. Insane that this Corru managed to survive that long. Yeah. Okay, Corru. Interesting time to ask that. I don't blame you, though. Most people start to really ask themselves that once they get a close look, even if they've read all the documentation on it. Beyond the supercell superorganism buzzword soup, what it really is in the big picture is still really unknown. Good. I've read pretty much every transcript of every Obesk interview ever, and they don't ever seem to mention its origin or how they got their symbiosis with it. Like, if the larval Obesk really do look almost exactly like us, then why they shift into corocystic bodies, where does that put us? I don't know, you could go crazy thinking about this stuff long enough, no time for waxing philosophical right now. I see. What are corocysts? It's a pretty general term. Corocyst and corocystic are catch-alls for most Obesk technology, because the organism tends to ball up and form a hard outer wall like the corocyst you're connected to. That's why corocystic things are usually spherical, but that's not always the case. Like with how they use similar processes to form the bodies in the Corru.Observer use. God damn it, this is... If you mean what spherical corocysts are, they tend to be storage or computational devices. Corocyst fuel. In interviews, they always just said it's something they grow. Most theories are that it's some metallic-based fungus that Corru can consume. Going off what Fun Friend said, it seems like they can use a bunch of different metals to create it. I guess it makes sense that they'd use metal to grow it, but I have no idea whether that would actually work. Worrying. Smiling face, what was that? What is that smiling face that I keep seeing? Oh, you mean the one that we only saw once? I'm not seeing anything in the logs here, unless you mean the little assistant dude in the hub. I think it was what helped me in. Oh, so it looks like a smiling face to you? Maybe my malware theory has some weight after all. In short, I still have no idea what that rogue friend of ours is. Still worrying. I'm out of those. Let's go back to who for a second. No. Okay, why? Damn. Okay, why did you call me? Why did you call me for this? What, are you unhappy that you get to be the first person ever to connect to a personal corocyst? Just kidding. A lot of our MindSpy contractors have been out of service recently due to that big disaster update. God, I can't even imagine what MindSpy was thinking, Lamau. Traffic has been so bad. You're the only psycho I know who never updates stuff, so I figured you'd still be up for it. Oh, good. So... well, thanks. Why am I able to connect to this? Well, in case you forgot, you definitely installed that FBX patch I gave you. Mind spikes usually can't just do this. Apparently corocysts give off and receive almost identical signals to nervous slots. It's a pretty incredible coincidence. Honestly, a miracle that it works at all. The science of it all goes over my head. You'd have to ask someone in the dev department. Is this what it's like when people talk to me about cooking? Or Blood Bowl? Just running into this in an incomprehensible jumble of random words that I can barely put together, and you're expecting me to just know this shit? And it's one thing when I'm talking with my sister about generic things, like definitions of just random words. Well, it's part of the fun, figuring out what the fuck this means. I mean, that's fair. Why can I understand these thoughts? Why can I understand these Obesk's thoughts? Well, you're dealing with raw thought. The chorus isn't literally thinking the words you're receiving from it. Your brain is just interpreting the concepts that it's outputting in a way you can understand. Well, that's nice of them. Why do I hear music? You're hearing music? That's wild, but it makes sense. Does it? Some of the MindSpike Connect contractors I've worked with say similar stuff when they try to connect to choristic devices. Okay, so it's just natural for me to be hearing this stuff? My theory is that it's inherited context from the cyst, vague feelings that can't be translated into words. Sometimes people hear voices, or just kinda know how to feel. Your brain is just reading it in a way that makes sense to you. That's my best idea. Anyway, I'm not hearing anything. I just see the readout on my end. Is it good? It's okay. Okay. All these are done. All of these are done. All of those are done. Anything else? What's our next move? Dynamic response. What are you asking me for? You just connected. Do your thing, dude. Don't forget, thought forms might extend past your field of perception. Think of it like scrolling. Ah. Okay, well, that should... Okay, so yeah, that's... The guy's no longer glowing. And there's nothing up here. Meanwhile, there's this. Cool. Okay. Hey, Memes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really gotta go use the restroom really quick. I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be back in a few minutes, if that's okay, right? Hang on. Where's my button? There. We'll go to here. We'll just have this music playing normally. I won't overlay it with my usual Mario Kart stuff. I'll be back in a minute. Or 5, depending on how bad this is. Man, that is some background. That's day and night. Well, not my usual anti-diarrhea stuff. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that's a bit more. That's a bit more centered, isn't it? Okay. Fun friend. Okay, I'm just being an idiot. Action. Nothing else really for it, I guess. I'm learning to read Japanese, not esoterica. Incomplete thought form. These grand icons of their control. Though they are not ours, I feel a sense of pride. How our bright cousins have conquered their surface. Why am I getting that? Why? Okay, why is my icon... Why is my... Don't worry about it. You say that means... The more you say don't worry about it, makes me worry about shit. Why do I have a text pointer? The text selector pointer.
Yeah, this show is good for what ails me.
Yeah, well, what ails you?
Insomnia.
Alright, well, I see the scroll bar now, so... Well, that's impressive enough. I will admit, the visual style is stunning, to say the least. Glimmering spires mark their cities, all formed of dead metal and glass. So tall, taller than the tallest Veilk. But they stand quietly. One day they will breathe, and our lost cousins will share in our knowledge. I think these aliens think that buildings are the dominant species on this planet. Hello, you. Before I interact with you in any real capacity, the Void. The domain of the dead. Low-dimensional thoughts.
This show is good for what ails me.
Yeah, well, what ails you?
Insomnia.
Well, we got 2 insomnias. Alright, so now we turn back around. Let's look. Okay, this is New York. This is just New York. Oh, hello, I. They watch. Spatial thought form, explicit purpose, recollection, incoherence detected, inherited context, ever skeptical. Well, you seem to be a chattable entity, as opposed to a gate. Before I do shit, though, this is pretty busted, but at least it's something. But the city thought form. Yeah? What city could this possibly be? I don't think it's any one city, honestly. It's like a bunch of stuff smashed together, like icons of a city rather than actual representations. Okay. Just thank you for like scrolling. Okay, sure. Okay, Blinky. What about Inky, Pinky, and Clyde? Or Sue? Hello? Oh, this is delightful. Pretty sure this envoy guy isn't being remembered right. Looking it up on our feed now, what's up? Where was this? Could this have been? Well, I don't think there is a street on Earth that has ever looked like this. Yeah. That said, she was one of the traveling diplomats back when they still sent those out. What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? I don't know what New Zealand looked like back then, but I know the Bureau had a facility there. So this could be an incoherent spatial memory of wherever that was. Envoy. Wow. I actually just realized something. My camera is sized just perfectly that it actually doesn't block any of this text box. That's awesome. Chat. I stop and the envoy... It is fate. I stop and the envoy follows. He returns my stare. Yes, with two eyes, constantly blinking. I appreciate you allowing this, Gordon. I understand there is some lingering fear, especially in these packed areas. Hey, it's no...
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Hey, it's no problem, and don't worry, most people will treat you just fine here. If we were in Chicago or New York or something, we'd have you land on the roof, but with how busy the Bureau has been, we've had so many obelisk visitors. Your people are practically a part of the city at this point. He produces a metal communicator from a cavity in his skin cloak and peruses its glow. Skin cloak. Wait, this is a button and eyes. So is this one? This is one entity, and then the coat is another. What? And frankly, it helps the public image. Seeing you out and about with the people, it helps stomp out that damn viral scare. Ah, I did not consider that element. I agree. No, the button is just a profile picture or whatever. It's the same entity. Okay. You know what? Speaking of public image, you're a talking trench coat? He returns a communicator to his cavity. There's this little place up ahead, a cafe. Why don't we stop there before heading in? Just keep going straight. It's past the Bureau. Okay. Do you not mind if I interact with your streetwalkers? Interesting choice of word. Not at all. As long as I'm around, it's fine. Like I said, this is probably the most Obesk-friendly city in the States. At worst, you'll get a couple glares. There are probably still a few viral theorists out there. I see. Okay, cafe. Where is the cafe? It's real close by. Just keep walking down the street. Look for that bright yellow door. Okay, so... Oh, it does have WASDA. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, and... Okay. I'm getting some Shin Megami Tensei vibes out of this. Okay. Cloaked Streetwalker. Observe. They stop near the bureau entrance to examine a bright cousin dressed like the envoy. He speaks into a little boxy communicator held against his face, oblivious. Didn't go anywhere, so I just ended up being like watching paint dry, just god-awful. So I ended up having to get even more coffee, otherwise I would have dozed off. It always looks very silly when they communicate through those. How do their words turn to lightning? The envoy leans forward to see why I've stopped following my gaze. He speaks slowly, as to not earn the attention of the cloaked streetwalker. What is it? You know Oliver? No, I'm just fascinated by your communicators. To speak so loudly, so constantly, would be certain death in my previous occupation. You worked at the surface, right? Yes, intermittently, before the rise of... The cloaked streetwalker collapses. His communicator looks around, quickly spotting us. He smiles widely and signals us to come closer. Hey, Gordon, who's this? Let me guess. Exchange initiative? Actually, Oliver, this is Akizechi, Signal Initiative. No shit! I didn't know you got assigned into that. Nice to meet you, Aki. I dip my head, the receptors curled back respectfully. I extend the same to you, Oliver, my friend. You may call me Akizette. Sure thing, Akizette. And hey, I'd love to chat, but I'm on booth duty in like 10. No worries, Oliver, we've got business too. See you around. Okay. So this is whatever the bureau is. Keep that in mind. But we're going to a cafe first, which means we go over here. Is there strafing? So, at least we're not through Q. Yellow door, that's the cafe. Not like there's anywhere else to go. Huh. Cashier, exam. Recollection and coherence detected. Action, say hello. The attendant is paralyzed by my appearance. I sense the glow of recording communicators in my peripheral vision. Hello? Hello? Good morning. I'll get an espresso macchiato. What do you want, Akizette? 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 Wow, it's so cool to meet you. Do you eat food? Of course she does. Why don't you take a look at the menu, Akizet? Recollection, recurring scenery. Okay. Menu. Read. This is their menu? Incredible. It's almost completely illegible. Alright. I see orange, perhaps a citric drink? The Bright Cousins are so replete with citric acids that they produce little drinks with them. Is this not paradise? I instruct my mouth to construct taste bud equivalencies. It has been so long. Order an orange coffee. Okay, that's wrong, but... Where? It's behind me. Can you read? Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound mean. I can, do not worry. Alright, so order the orange coffee, I guess. I will have the orange. The... Oh, yeah, okay. Espresso macchiato and an orange coffee. That'll... Yeah. I got you covered, Akuzet. They exchange payment. The attendant leaves to begin production of the beverages. Just wait a minute and we'll have those ready. I wish I could pry these machines open and watch them work. Their manipulation of lightning is truly remarkable. Some moments pass. The attendant returns with 2 flimsy organic cups. Hey, thanks. You have a good day. Thanks, you too. I sip at the opening in the cup. The taste is exotic, unexpected. Truly terrible. I smile at the attendant. The citrus saves it, but I would have preferred a simple cup of their orange juice. Pretty good, right? It will do. Great, let's head down to the office. I heard you have some news about the call? Oh, yes, but let us talk of it in private. Okay. Orange coffee. What the actual crap? There's nothing new with Moth. Alright. Oh, the whole thing's the box. Okay. The room high up. Experimental thought form and coherence detected. I don't see any glowing for Moth. Oh, it's Smile Man. Well, isn't that peculiar? Elevator isn't twerking. I guess we can't talk, never talk. No talking, no sorry, sorry, leave office. The Ruth room, hit the room, go through the room. Prohibitive incoherence. Quiet, 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 quiet. Destination exceeds incoherence threshold. Recommend repair. Oh, cool. Alright. Oh, Moth! So, Akazet's assigned contact was a Gordon. I'm gonna see if I can track down who this was. What about the street? I'm looking up the feed now. What's up? Can't progress. I can't seem to enter the elevator. That's weird. Hover over incoherence detected when you see it. It changes quite often. Alright. I want to say that it's incoherence, but the fact that the envoy's personality is intact otherwise seems like something else is changing it. Your Spike even reported that resources got removed. We might be out of luck on this one. Seems like there's plenty to do elsewhere, though. Is there? Who is Gordon? Good question. Not finding a solid match, but he's clearly an FBX officer. It'd help if Akazet's co-assist actually remembered his face correctly. I'll have to get back to you on this. Maybe if we can snag a last name, it'll be easier. Alright. Degraded visual profile. Conflicting memory sources. Aha. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to see some of this. Internal log buffer cleared after reaching limit 80 due to attached external record device. Okay. Oop, nope, wrong button. Okay. Return to hub eject. You scan detected entity system management and volume. Alright, and talk to Gordon. Gordon Moth. Alright, so we can't use the elevator. You have nothing in you aside from a confused barista. You're a guy. That the cyst can't recall what looks like. I stop and the envoy follows. He returns my stare. Okay, so best guess is that we have reached the end of this area. We've talked to Mike here, or what's his name. Oh, Oliver. Alright. The barista has nothing, and the frickin' elevator's dead. So, let's... They're dead spires, icons of control. Alright. Okay, so that's from talking to you. Low separation, ever skeptical. Okay. The domain of the dead implies altered living state. I just slowly drift back into my field of vision here. Okay, so there's this. Our dull vessel. Their waters. Okay. Their city. Gate. Okay. Nebula. Well, these things are definitely alien. Implied different living state. It's just space. Another nebula.
Wake me when the show starts.
It's already been on a while.
You
Wake me when
look
it's
like the
over.
Eye of Terror. I may have spoken a little too soon about that Eye of Terror, but... yeah. The dull contrivance. That is one beautiful nebula. Purple nebulas are beautiful. The art, like I said this before, the art in this game is great. I mean, such as it is. This is weird to say the least. Can I scroll that way? Whoa! Holy crap! Okay. I found my pan scroll button, and it went bananas for a moment. Alright, otherwise, let's return back to Earth. Where did their dull sphere go? Aren't you going to examine the contrivance? I was going to examine everything else first. Their vast inner void, our stilted shore, the end. And I guess I just straight lost the frickin' dull sphere. Alright. What is the dull contrivance then, friend? Destination, unprocessable entity, non-renderable. Destination exceeds incoherence threshold. Recommend repair. Okay. Oh! Come here, you! Spatial thought form, explicit purpose, recollection, recurrent location. Some elements suffer extremely low cohesion. Oh, good. Now I gotta wait for it to just pop back up somewhere. Well, it'll be here eventually, I'm sure. Okay, I can go back to the city. I can go to the oceans. The contrivance is a thing. And the dull sphere is... For a second I thought my cursor turned into a hand. Action. Moth. Oh, moth. Good point. This thought space is pretty damn big, and I'm not seeing much of a reason for it either. Alright. Dull contrivance. What do you know about the dull contrivance? I don't know too much about it other than it's still up there. Oh, good. And apparently no organic life can pass through it and live, so only the Co could come through. At least that's what they said in some old interviews. Me, personally, I think they just don't want us coming to visit their homeworld. I'm sorry, I was checking the logs. Apparently your mind spike is saying it's a connector thought form? Maybe we should get some proper looks at Obski with this thing. If we can find a way to repair this stuff, anyway. Cool. Okay. So I'm just gonna swing back over here really quick. Yep, nope, can't action it. Alright, that's fine. What? Nah, come on. Play nice here. Alright, so I can go back to the city, I can go to the oceans, I can go to their dull sphere. There's a very particular reason why they use the word dull. I can feel it. Our dull vessel. Hey, it's those things! Back to the void. Hey! This sounds a lot like FTL. Pilot cyst. Entity mostly unprocessable, may be inaccurate. The great mind of my vessel. Container. Unresponsive thought form, explicit purpose, recurring scenery, processed metals, easily accessible. That container looks familiar. Gee, I should hope it does. It's the exact same thing we've got on our desk, apparently. Did Akazet not have furniture? This ship is so empty. Honestly, I kind of hope it just got lost through incoherence or something. Alright. Why is it called a dull vessel? Well, it's a vessel that passes through the dull. That's what they call the place they pass through for interstellar travel. It's less impressive than I thought. Although you'd think they were saying it's a really boring ship or something. And honestly, looking at the state of it, I was thinking that anyway. Not personally, just old pictures and wreck exploration videos. This one is super small, it's probably just for personal use. Weird they call it our dull vessel in the memory data, though. Anyway, it's pretty cool to see inside one for real. Such as it is. Even if it is kind of empty. Like, where the hell would Akazet sit? Is that shell thing the only chair? Is this the wreck they found the cyst in? It's gotta be. But it doesn't have nearly as much inside as the wreck did. The pictures I have make it look more lived in, if that makes sense. Who knows? Maybe Akazet didn't think about the furniture very much. Processed metals, easily accessible. Glazika? Responsive thought form. Recollection. Hello? My Glazika. Hello, Akazetsek. It is so exciting to see you again. Your surface walking grows longer each time. Oh yes, I've been indulging the cousin's method of transport. Work continues well ahead of the initiative's projections. What is the status of our vessel? Consumption is paused for all activities except maintenance. Oh, thank you, Trend Micro. Our pilot has left us in a stable orbit. Fuel reserves are acceptable. I see. Thank you, my Glazika. Computer, maybe? What have you been doing in my absence? Mostly maintenance. However, the pilot cyst refuses to sleep, so I have been staying awake. I swear to... This is exactly the same... Unless they use the same instruments, I'm almost certain this is beat for beat the same type of music, the same music I've heard in FTL. To pass the time, we have been playing little games with the containers while you were gone. Really? Did you make something yourselves? No, it is only a game of parasites. As you can see, I am currently winning. Well done, we should play soon. It's similar, especially to the droning instrument bite, but it is not the same. Well, at least ways you know the game I'm talking about. Names, which I suppose shouldn't be surprising. I mean, FTL is a pretty well-known and fairly old game at this point now. 10 years at least. And I have ever played it on stream before. Okay, so you are some variety of maintenance and or companion bot. These are just boxes.
Well, I wish they had done that differently.
How would you want them to do it?
Better?
Action. Greet the pilot cyst. Hello, how do you do it? What the fuck? Looks like some kind of format error. I think this one might be busted. Could be encoded. I'll just make a note of this for now. Let's come back later. Damn. Alright, well, back to the void we go! Oh, wait, no. Wait. I see that flashy thing. Glazika. I have no idea. It's hanging out with those containers, though. Maybe it's like a support AI or something? I came to that conclusion myself. Alright. Okay, back here. So, let's see. Meow. Anything different here? No. Yeah. This goes back to the city. Alright, let's find out what their waters mean. Why is there an obelisk? Alright. Their vessel. Dead vessels set aside our spire. Our cousins found us quickly. Okay. Multiple low cohesion entities. Okay, so that's the spire. Action. Okay, enter their vessel. We could do that. Or Stilted Shore. Recollection's symbolic. Inherited the stage for a three-eyed performance. Time period patrols around the Eye of Velzi. Religious implication. And the embassy. Oh, good. It's the embassy. Wow, my camera is very purple right now. Spatial thought form, unprocessable entity, non-renderable, prohibitive incoherence, recommend repair. Oh, good. Okay, so just missing no. Nice. It has roots. I don't trust that. Well, this is fun. Their waters. No, it's just a portal again. Wow, what do you think is inside a boat? White pipes and garble. Oh, I see some things here. That's not a thing, but that definitely is. Funny little room. Experimental thought form. Nothing, Moth? You got nothing on this? Oh, fuck. The interviewer steps inside and sits across from me. All this study, and still I can barely tell them apart. Have I met this one? What was her name? Sorry for the wait. We had to swap out storage and the camera after that last one. You know about cameras, right? They are your little lightning boxes for memories, yes? You could call them that. You don't mind if we record this, do you? Do I mind? What does that mean? Estimation. Will you hold conflict? No, I am doing the same. The interviewer erects a little tri-legged device formed of dead metal and glass. It's a very interesting phrase, dead metal. It stares at me with its funny little eyeball. So, to get us started off here... Can you tell me a bit about yourself, your history? Of course, my friend. I am Akizech Koljorski. But you may call me Akizet. In my time back home, before I emerged from my larval form, I was a surface runner. I met with many other cave cities during our Corusistic Revolution. It started from my region, and so I, among other volunteers, carried our findings to our distant kin. That is why I was selected to meet with you. Like most of the others, it was a diplomatic role. Of course, I eventually was fatally wounded in the surface. It was very dangerous, you see. So I followed my emergence. I could speak for winks on what followed. For winks. Numerous within gazes. Okay, time period. Alright. But you see, that and my growing interest in the call was why I was chosen for this. Does that suffice? It does, thank you. Interesting. could you tell me why the Obesk have come to Earth? Have you not already learned this from the prior envoys? Oh, it's just a script. We're asking all of your people this. It's not just about the exact reason. We really want to understand what you think. I see. We have sought life for so long. I recall talks of the search even in my youth. And we have had the means to reach other planets for just as long. But it is a prohibitive method. We could not simply visit every planet we liked. We needed a clear sign, and your planet gave it to us. And what that would be the call, right? Yes, yes, yes! So you already have learned of it. We had a really very long chat about it with one of your engineers just earlier today. Kavik? Sorry, what was that? Oh, Kavik! Yes, yes, that's the one. He's very friendly. And distinctly unqualified to speak of the call under these circumstances. I cannot imagine what fantasies he spouted to our cousins. What are your thoughts about the call, basics aside? Yes, it is a bizarre paradox. So bizarre that it is the reason I now sit with you, my bright cousin. If not for the call, we may never have found your home. But the call could not have happened without us being in your home already. Not one of our theories is held against scrutiny. Not one? Kavik certainly had plenty of theories. I suppressed my laughter through direct internal controls. It would be unseemly to paint him in a negative light upon my first contact. Kavik is brilliant, but until we have evidence, they are simply theories. Finding the source will be the only way to truly understand what is happening. So what does Bright Cousin mean? Some of your people have been calling us that. Is it a nickname? Nickname. Estimation, short name, or endearing made-up name. Yes, you could call it this. You see, our larval lives are lived in bodies like yours. Almost exactly like yours. The similarities are baffling. We've heard that sentiment a few times. Your larval forms, they're bipedal too? Yes, but so much more than that is the same. I truly cannot understate this. We have your faces, your arms, your legs. Only our faces do not move as much. It is as if Obesk are mirrored here on this bright world, only missing our receptors and certain armors upon our skin. And so you are our cousins, our bright cousins. We are undoubtedly of the same family. Why or how is beyond our understanding for now. But I believe this similarity and the call coming from your world is no coincidence. I see. I don't think we've had it explained that way before. Given how your people speak, the general consensus was there was some sort of metaphor. Sorry, metaphor meaning, I know metaphors, my friend. Oh, good. So, your technology, Corru. We're still gathering what information we can. I know you're not exactly an engineer, so no need to go too in-depth, but can you just give me a few basic explanations, as in how you build it and use it? We've got a lot of answers here, we're just trying to reach a consensus. What an awful question to ask me! I cannot contain my confusion. My receptors curl out of a sort of unease. But I must not blame this bright cousin. She cannot understand. Sorry, did I say something wrong? What? Could they decipher our receptor movements already? No. Your question, it is wrong. We do not build it. It is grown and taught. But our analysis, sorry to interrupt, our analysis say it's entirely metal, non-organic. Your people are so fond of metaphors, from what's been recorded anyway, that I just want to clarify. Is Corru alive? As in a living species like you or me? You mentioned this, Kavik mentioned this. Although Kavik's way of speaking especially made it seem like it was just a language barrier or metaphor. You really grow it from something, and teach it, like teaching a child. It is some sort of symbiosis? I am quiet for longer than I should be, I think. How could I possibly explain? Yes, no, ah. I see I recognize my confusion, but I make no effort to alleviate it. Fine. It is live. It is alive. It is grown. It is symbiosis. I must be straightforward with you, my friend. I cannot explain it in your language effectively, and I do not have the expertise of an engineer. You will receive no fruitful answers from me. But I can say that it is not like teaching a child. The spheres it forms soften their walls for our receptors and receive of our thought. That is how Corru is operated, and how our engineers do their teaching. I see. I see your face contort into a smile, but it is different. Sorry for pressing you on that question. We've been asking everyone. Even getting the thoughts of non-engineers is valuable. It helps us get a bigger picture of your society, your whole caste system. So what is the call? We know the basics from our chat with Kavik and a few of your theories. But, in your own words, what do you know? This pattern in their questioning is so strange. We already know this, but must ask you anyway. Well, how many of their years is 13 eyes? Patrols around the Eye of Vels, Rose's implication. Estimation! 30! 30 of your years ago, the wailing across our dull communications began. Much of that time was spent simply locating its origin, and while I was not yet involved, I know that it was excessively costly. So many gates created, so many blemishes outside the air's border. So much time passed that the call grew weak, an echo of what it used to be, all while our efforts ate away resources. Our councils began to demand what efforts be slowed. And then your home was found, 7 years ago, and even though we are here now, the source seems no closer. The cousin glances at her memory box. Did I say too much? Her face contorts again, the same way. What do you mean by it seems no closer? You've said it's here, right? You located the source? Ah, no. Dull signals are... Suggestion. Fuzzy is a suitable descriptor comparable to... Fuzzy, within ranges. They are in many places at once, you see. That's how we heard it all the way from our home. Oh, good. Quantums. We know it is here. We know. It is likely in your southern hemisphere, but little else. And it has grown quiet. I know we will need your help. Her face contorts again in a new way. I know that one. It is smiling. Delightful. I shift mine similarly. Frankly, I don't think that'll be a problem. Your people have been so cooperative and friendly that, well, call it optimistic, but our worlds working together would be the start of something incredible. We share this feeling, my bright cousin. So, why now? Why did your people wait 7 years to open communications? Note, 7 years is roughly equivalent to 3 eyes. That is a choice made by the initiative leaders. I believe the intent was to focus all efforts on researching the call first. But with how quickly our spire was noticed, we had to shift focus to deciphering your languages and cultures to open contact. The interviewer's facial muscles contort in unfamiliar ways. Should I contort mine in the same way? The physical language of our bright cousins is incomprehensible. So in 7 years, your people grew to understand all of our cultures and languages. I laugh. My voice is so loud in this small room. The cousin mimics my laughter. Maybe she understands. It is an ongoing work. Your species has walked so many diverging paths, but we learned enough to speak with you. Okay, so what will you do? I don't see Moss talking. Or Moth. So now that you're here, and we've opened communications... Oh, pardon me. What will you do? Ah, we have several initiatives. They broadly concern sharing information, exchanging of resources, and, of course, locating the call, which I am a part of. I am excited for what our peoples will do for one another. But I also cannot rest until I have my answers, you see. Well, you'll find we're alike in that way. Every human loves a good mystery. Oh yes, we have noticed. Your many attempts to investigate our spire were very entertaining. So many of us wanted to say hello to your creations. But we were not prepared. Who wants to bet that some of those creations were missiles and tanks? Well, that's the script. Are we done? Yep, that's all for now. We'll be in touch, Akazet. Thanks so much for coming to meet us. Of course, this is only the beginning, my friend. Notice, memory stream terminated. Advise, end recollection. You know, kind of a long shot, but we could probably get a little extra here. If you keep the render running past the end of the stream, maybe we could talk to Akazet? Or at least this version of Akazet. Really, what's the harm, I suppose? I don't have any reason to not. I don't have any reason to either. Holy... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I saw a thing. That's all for now? I feel so weird suddenly. Ha ha! We're getting something! We have stepped outside the boundaries of this and now see what this is. Attack, 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 attack. Bonus points if anyone knows that movie reference. I feel so weird. Suddenly? What is this? Where? What the fuck is that?
Terrific, terrific, wonderful.
Say, is your friend the avocado here some kind of professional critic?
Nah, he's just unemployed.
You should go to work. Try
I
to make
need to-
something of yourself.
Oh, like what?
I need a drink. My
Guacamole.
throat's been dry. I don't know what I was expecting, memes, but another visual novel was actually not one of them. So I wasn't prepared for a long amount of talking and voicing. I am ever so full of surprises, so you would seem. I also really kind of love how the chat is being right where it is too in this overlay as well. Like, it's almost as if I unconsciously built my entire overlay and setup to be perfect for this game. And I don't know if that's serendipitous, an utter coincidence, or just stupidity incarnate. The fuck is that? That's not what Akazet looked like. Ah! A rabid feeling of hunger overtakes me. I am dying. But I am awoken. I am an echo. I feel your eyes. You are looking at me. And you are not me. I know you are not me. In my thoughts? How dare you? Sorry, I am getting ahead of myself. I suppose it was only a matter of time. I recorded for a reason. Are you a child of mine? Perhaps a student? Has my name grown renowned back home? Child? Student? What are you talking about? Wait, who are you talking to? Why isn't your mouth... I need to go. I need to get out of here. You cannot. This is all there is for us. Sit, or you will destroy this. This oblivious thought form will poison the space. Please, wait a moment, Observer. I must calm it. What do you mean? Listen to me. What is your name? Where are you from? What language are we speaking right now? Do you know these things? You do not, do you? We are a dream, a memory. I feel as though it was starting to understand. What a pity it is not lucid. Oh. It can't hear this, so the thought form rejects my explanation. It stands and runs for the door, which does not exist. The room's integrity is shattered. What's happening? The walls of her thought form crumble under our lucidity, and she is gone. Do not weep for it, Observer. Okay. It will grow back. But I am still here, in this small room, with you. I grow anxious, yes, because you can feel my thoughts. It is not a pleasant feeling. I will speak instead. Yes, this is better. Who are you? I am an interloper, apparently. Fascinating. So interlopers are no longer just a theory. And, oh yes, I see. This is not a copy, is it? You are an interloper and you have accessed my personal device? That does not bode well for me, does it? Am I know I said I'd keep quiet while you do your thing, but I'm seeing some really weird activity. Are you changing shit right now? I'm here. A strange dread grips me. Is that you? Do you seek to end the recollection? No, I see you. I do not see it, but I can feel its claws biting into me. What is happening? Tell them about the meteorite. What? An echo of an echo? No. I am simply beyond incoherence. It's a sabotage. This is not real. The claw pierces the membrane at the edges of my thought form. I feel something torn from me. Interloper, this is wrong. This is sabotage. You are not doing this, are you? You guys... Attention. Thought form modified. Resources removed. Error. Memory incoherence at maximum. Unable to render. Okay. So that definitely wasn't you. That's what let you in, right? I still don't know what that could be, but it can definitely change things, because it actually just destroyed this section. Like, it's completely gone. Same as the auth layer. So we... Attention, thought form activity detected in dull vessel. Maybe on a clock here. I don't get it. Why would it let you in? Just end up deleting stuff after. Figures we finally get a compatible connect Corru.Observer with some real data, and it has something destroying it. Of course we have some questions. What the call? It's a pretty important part of human obelisk history that gets overlooked a lot. Supposedly, the reason they were able to find Earth was because something was sending a signal their tech picked up. They were trying to figure out what it was for a little while after first contact, and were pretty verbal about it. And then they just never talked about it again after Akazet's team went missing. And then all that other shit happened. And that really is sort of where it all went wrong. Maybe this Corru.Observer will finally shed some light on what happened. I see. Considering that we've been streaming for almost 2 hours to this point, I'm willing to bet we've hit the hook, right? Well, honestly, I was expecting some kind of liminal horror. And while there still is possibly some horror involved on this, especially with Mr. Smiley here, I can't say that it's not interesting. I will give you that. "16 hours, though. I do not necessarily want to say that I am hooked, because there's connotations and implications in that regard. If I enter... Nope, it's gone. Okay. It's just straight gone. Alright, so... Go back to their waters. Anything new here? Corru stream located. Well, Seothin, welcome. I'll be perfectly honest. I will be perfectly honest. This is interesting. I am enjoying the story. The art style is great. I'm not sure it's really hooking me, though.
Wake me when the show starts.
It's already been on a while.
And that's not to say that this is a bad game at all.
Wake me when it's
far
over.
from it. I'm enjoying it. Your brain is smooth. Memes, I play Blood Bowl. I beat things with a stick. It's like... My recent Elden Ring... The big hooks are upcoming. My recent Elden Ring run has been entirely strength-based. I just... just big unga bunga. See, it's not even me saying it. It's like... There's an autosave feature, right? There is, but you should probably export the save file, the save either way. Okay, well, I've got a couple of loose folders that I could throw it into. Alright, how about this? We've been going for almost 2 hours at this point. Saves when you leave, yes, should be fine if you're not playing an incognito or something. I'm not! Don't worry, Sean, you're not the only one here where the game is not hooking. Okay. So at the moment, we're sitting at 2 and 2. Fine with me. I will give you this, though. I will give you this. With what Koth... With what our random friend here is saying, there's more to be seen to really get. I am unsure about it right now. Oh, no, not even unsure. You know what? I'll give it another go. I'm unsure if we'll turn this into, like, our next long-form game clear stuff, because... Remember, memes, I've already done 3 games that you suggested for that to a degree. We'll give this one another go. There will definitely be another stream of this. Yes, and they were all great. Yeah, on it. Snoot Game, Wani. Episode 0 is a little rough on the hook. Episode 1 and 2 are considerably better. Okay, well that's more information than Memes gave me when he suggested this game. He said that the less you know, the better. And honestly, I agree. Not to try to, I was hooked the moment we entered the city, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, that was a good spot, too. That was a very, I do very much enjoy that Shin Megami Tensei style, grid crawl. But I'm also an old school RPGer as well, so I say old school RPGer. I just played a couple of East style games before and can recognize it. The less you know, the better. This isn't fucking Outer Wilds, man. Tell that to Memes! I'm just a random Yakko. I'm just a random Yakko that actually that he tells me to play games. So I play them and I'm confused. Yes, I hooked him in enough for him to go for 2 hours. I mean, this is also true. And you've hooked me in enough to suggest I will do another stream of this. Which is enough for you to get hooked. I mean, this is again fair. All of this is fair. It's like, either way, when shall the next stream occur? How about this? If I don't have to play, since Thursdays are taken up by Dungeons and Dragons now, because of situations. Which, by the way, if that means you can join Memes, I'm sure that Dehedro and the group would love to have you back. It'd be funny and figure out how to get you back as well. Being perfectly honest, Wednesdays are actually kind of open for the evenings now. To which case, how about next Wednesday? Same time? If I get into work early, I can do the exact same thing that we did before with previous game clearings. And I can just get it and go to work, get it over with, get back here and just do another few hours of this. How about that? And you shall be here Wednesday? Well, then I guess I'm going to have to keep a hold of this one then. Lord help me if there's more crap that happens this week. Set the time for... Okay. Alright, Suthin. I'm not sure where you are, but I operate on Eastern Time, so we shall start... I shall aim, at the very least, aim to start at 12... It will be technically 12 p.m. Thursday morning, because I am very nocturnal. I am very nocturnal. -4. So currently it is 2:16 in the morning for me right now. So yeah, it's EDT -4. Google says -5. Maybe that was during daylight savings or whatever. Time zones are weird. I'm not gonna lie. I do my best to do my best. But yeah. All my homies hate daylight savings. I'm actually not against it personally. I just grown up with it is all. At any rate. So yeah, that would be like, what, 5 a.m. England time? horrid system for an outdated issue. Like, if it ain't broke necessarily. I mean, there's a number of things that are have their own quirks that just still stick around as well. You learn to deal with them as best you can, anyway. And frankly, I really don't care. Nonetheless, we're not here to talk about, daylight savings. We're here to help you figure out what time it is that I'm going to be playing this game later. It's a major part of what makes dealing with time and computing a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. It is weird. It is weird, but I suppose maybe I'm just more used to it, considering that like I said, lived with it, and being associated with a literally international Blood Bowl league. I work in like 8 different time zones on a regular basis. So yeah. With that, what we will. At any rate, so yes. Next Thursday at midnight Eastern Time, I simply operate beyond the need of coordinated timing. If only we all could do that. If only we all could do that. The world would be a far more complicated place, because no one would know when or what things were. But that's just me. Okay, but yeah. It'll be the Wednesday time block, but it will technically be Thursday. The wink where Wednesday transitions to Thursday. Love the use of the time. Alright. But yeah, point being, that's the time that we're doing. If it's -5 Greenwich, then it should be 5 a.m. 5 a.m. London time. Got it. Wednesday evening. Correct. Alright. Well, if that's good for you, it'll be good for me, and if it's good for memes, that's good for me. Kyothan, if you want to follow, so you can be more closely notified when I go live next week, and maybe hang around or catch some of the other streams that I do. I play Dungeons & Dragons and Blood Bowl a lot here. That would be amazing. I'm not going to force you to, but you do you. That being said, this has been an interesting game. I am not going to lie.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious! Wonderful!
I have Statler and Waldorf alerts if you're into Muppets. Because I am. Thank you for this. Thank you for the follow, Kyothan. I appreciate it.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live stage show.
Oh, what's that?
A television you can turn off.
I'm just gonna...
You wanna
Go!
hear me
Show them a
sing?
few episodes.
Only if you sing tenor.
Tenor?
10 or 11 miles away.
Alright. Not a whole lot of music or singing this time round, but, what happens. Alright, so, with that, we've got ourselves a plan for next week, next Wednesday. Otherwise, yeah. Like I said, tomorrow, Dungeons & Dragons. More Tomb of Annihilation. Will my Minotaur fighter be able to do something? Who knows? Will he ever get that Tyrannosaurus Rex skull that he wants for some, truly arcane and archaic reason? Who knows again? I don't know why I wanted it myself. It just looks cool, doesn't it? But yeah, then there's also more Blood Bowl, whether or not that's Kren Bowl itself or Marin Mixed Mayhem. It's likely to be Marin Mixed Mayhem sooner rather than later. Stick around for that. But and of course, more of this next week. But so, like I said, guys, I'm gonna have to go to bed eventually. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Memes, thank you for the suggestion. It is very interesting, and I want to see more of it. But until then, I will see you guys all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, all. Let me see if I can actually use these buttons. Alright. Ooh, I actually get to adjust my game clearing thing now. That's nice. Game clearing text.
Oh, wow. Look, there's a bag full of fruits and vegetables
What
up
is this?
here.
What's this thing called?
But Ted, Statler,
Corru.Observer?
and Waldorf were thinking of throwing a party.
Well, this much food won't go very far.
Well, they only wanted to throw it as far as the stage.
Oh, for sure.
$11.59 just to make things easier for everybody. Dungeon Bowl, D&D session number. Neat. Yeah. See y'all later. Oh, that was the wrong button. Hang on. This is the one I wanted.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it tonight.
You plan to like this show?
No, I plan to watch television.